We're so glad you're here. This is our Sunday concert in the round, our last Sunday of every month. We've been creating concerts with our fabulous songwriting and performing friends who have been coming to teach you all songs. I'm Sandy O from Emma's Revolution.
And I'm Pat Humphreys. Thank you all for joining us. We're so glad to be with you.
Yeah, we're very happy to have you here today. And as I mentioned, we do this every... as I may have mentioned, we do this every Sunday where we're either teaching a song of ours or bringing in a friend of ours to teach songs. And then the last Sunday of the month, we have a concert. And that's what we're doing today. We've had these wonderful artists who've joined us this month teaching songs of theirs. And now you're going to get to hear them kind of more in a concert format and hear more music from them. Before we get started with this concert, I want to say hello to folks who are watching us there on Facebook Live. Glad you're with us. There's a link at the top of your post if you'd like to come and join us in the Zoom room. And also folks who are watching after the fact on YouTube. So glad you joined us, and we hope you'll come and join us in the Zoom room sometime. We do have a fabulous tech team that helps all these things happen in this newfound world where musicians have to be even more techie than we used to be. So we want to give great big thanks to Toby, Moria, Paula, Alice, Rada, and Marcy for being our fab tech team. So today we've got a concert with two fabulous friends, and we will introduce them to you after we kick off the concert with the song. Because this is a concert, we do ask you to contribute what you can. Consider this like if you were going to a show, only you didn't have to leave your house and you didn't have to worry about Omicron. But we do have a page, and there's a link in the comments here in Zoom, and there's also a link over there on Facebook where you can make a contribution of any amount, and your contributions are going to be split by all the artists today. Let me get my guitar, since tech was a little our moment was a little momenty.
Yeah, it was a little momenty there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Since we're in this particular place with our capos, you want to just do that?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
Sure.
That's what I was thinking.
Good. We're going to be doing some January songs for you, I think, unless we're inspired to change our sets based on what we hear from our fabulous friends.
Let me just check a little here. Tell a story, Sandy Opie.
Okay, I will. So the reason why we wanted to sing this song for this month is because of course, January is a month where we even more focus on Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King and what he brought to this world and who he inspired. And of course, in connection with the passing of Thich Nhat Hanh and thinking about how those two men and so many others, people whose names we don't know, made a point of using their lives to create justice. They really were leaders in so many ways, and they leave behind the idea that we need to be the leaders so that we can keep going and keep that work alive.
All right. In Montgomery and in Selma and the streets of Birmingham, people sent a message to the leaders of the land. We have fought and we have suffered, but we know the wrong from right. We are family, we are neighbors, we are black and we are white. Here I go, bound for freedom. May my truth take the lead, not the preacher, not the Congress, not the millionaire, but me. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on.
I forgot that I sang the second verse. Yeah, I will remember one of these years, but for most of the 20 years I didn't sing the second verse, so here we go. One sat down on the sidewalk, one spoke out for her land. Now Grieta and Tokada and young leaders all demand we must shout, our house is burning, we must open up our eyes, take action for the planet, like the waters we will rise.
Here I go, freedom. May my truth take the lead. Not the preacher, not the Congress, not the millionaire, but me. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. Here I go, and though I'm standing on my own, I remember those before me, and I know I'm not alone. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. From the streets of New York City, across the ocean and beyond, people from all nations create a common bond. With our conscience as our weapon, we are witness to the fall. We are simple, we are brilliant, we are one, and we are all. Here I go, bound for freedom. May my truth take the lead. Not the preacher, not the Congress, not the millionaire, but me. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on. Here I go, and though I'm standing on my own, I remember those before me, and I know I'm not alone. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world and carry on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have been singing it that way since Greta Thunberg sat down outside the Swedish Parliament and brought attention to climate change. But I'm like on my 17 years of having not sung verse 2. But thank you for your indulgence with liveitude. This is so live. So we do have this fabulous concert today with Leela Grace and with Kate Munger, two fabulous friends of ours. We're going to bring Kate up to the screen in just a second. But just to give you a sense of who she is, she's the kind of songwriter who knew that songs were needed at the most tender point of our existence. You know, I mean, birth is a tender point, and so is death. And Kate found out that singing when people are transitioning out of this life could be and is such a powerful experience that can be healing for everyone involved. And she is a founder of a group called the Threshold Choir, and those choirs exist all around the world. But what she says about them is that it is one choir of many voices. So please join us in welcoming our healing songwriter friend Kate Munger, with Cindy Smith joining her to sing. Here she is.
Thanks, everybody. We're so glad to be here. I'm so glad to have Cindy here to sing harmonies on all the songs but this one, because we never have written harmonies for this one. But I had to follow Sandy and Pat, your song, with another one that could be sung at a march or a demonstration. We need so many more songs to change the tide. And I wrote this for Barack Obama in 2008 and changed the words this past year. And it's called All the People. Speaking truth to all the people, won't leave anybody out. Power to the people, power can be peaceful. Marching together's what it's all about. And I'm gonna raise it up. Speaking truth to all the people, won't leave anybody out. Power to the people, power can be peaceful. Marching together is what it's all about. I didn't raise it up, I lowered it. Speaking truth to all the people, won't leave anybody out. Power to the people. Power can be peaceful. Marching together's what it's all about. And I can't imagine that anybody learned it that quickly, although you never know. I want to say I'm really happy to send the music to anywhere that it can be used. So please do email me, Kate A. Munger at Gmail, if you want any of the music that we sing today. So I'm going to sing it one more time and then pass it on to you, Leela. Can't wait to hear. Is that a banjo in your hands? Yes, good. The banjo cut out in the beginning of the introduction, so I'm yearning to hear it. Speaking truth to all the people, won't leave anybody out. Power to the people, power can be peaceful. Marching together's what it's all about.
Thank you, Kate. Wow. Yes, I would love to be able to learn that one. And thank you so much. We look forward to hearing more from you.
There's more.
We're just popping ourselves back up so that we can introduce our next performer to you.
Yeah, we're delighted to have Leela Grace here with us. If any of you knew anything about an all things considered story having to do with my song "Swimming to the Other Side," that is largely due to Leela and her sister Ellie having been singing that song and teaching it in harmony singing workshop at a family music camp in West Virginia, and the and a person that was with NPR for a long time, Marika Partridge, and her family happened to be there and heard the song and learned it, took it back home with them, and wondered about it, and that led her on this path to finding me and the song and doing a very beautiful piece about it. But it really originated with Leela and Ellie Grace, who grew up in a family band, playing music from the time I'm sure that they were, just big enough to reach the strings on their instruments, and both have become really strong, not only instrumentalists, but really lovely, powerful songwriters in their own right. And those of you who've been with us here before know that we brought Ellie Grace in earlier, and now Leela, her sister, is with us, and we're so delighted to have her bring her beautiful music to you all. So please welcome her.
Thanks, Pat and Sandy. It is a real honor to be sharing the virtual stage with you all and with Kate and Cindy. I was very influenced by Pat and then Pat and Sandy when I was a young songwriter. I probably met Pat in 2000. I was just thinking back, so 22 years ago. And I was quite a bit younger at that point, already a performing musician professionally, but it's been an honor to share friendship and music with Pat and Sandy over the years, and I've taught quite a number of their songs in my various harmony classes, as well as I had a couple of choruses that I was leading here in Portland, Oregon until about March 2020. Give or take. Hoping to start those up again at some point. I'm going to start with one of my original songs. This is one that I wrote a number of years back, shortly after moving from Missouri, where I grew up, to Portland, Oregon. And even though the Pacific Northwest is now home and has been for quite a long time, there are still aspects of the Missouri, especially the Ozarks, that I miss. In Oregon, in the Pacific Northwest, nature is very large and dramatic, and sort of trying to kill you all the time, whether it's with snow or with, waterfalls or ice cold rivers that are just barely melted glaciers. But in Missouri, we have, in the southern part of the state, there are these incredibly beautiful rock bottom, spring fed rivers that I grew up just swimming and spending lots of time in. So I definitely missed that aspect of nature when I first moved out here. And this song came from this idea that I had one day, thinking about creeks and how they flow into larger streams and eventually into the ocean, and how the rivers and streams are sort of like the bloodstream of the land. And so I started thinking about how parts of our bodies are sort of an analogy for nature, or vice versa. So this is called Water, Wood, and Wind. Water over stone, rushing down, rushing down. Blood over bone, lost and found, lost and found. I am wood, wind, and water, rivers, rock, rivers, daughter. Tree touching sky, roots go deep, roots go deep. I can reach that high when I sleep, when I sleep. I am water, wind, and wood, growing deep, growing good. I am water, wind, and wood. I go back home when I'm lost or found. I lay my body on the ground by the river. I am bound, I am water, wood, and wind. Here I am, here I begin. Wind over land, fanning flames, fanning flames. Breath on my hand, sing my name, sing my name. I am water, wood, and wind. I breathe out, I breathe in. I am water, wood, and wind. I go back home when I'm lost or found. I lay my body on the ground by the river. I am bound, I am water, wood, and wind. Here I am, here I begin. The river is my blood, my body land, body land. Creeks like vessels run, rock to sand, rock to sand. I am body, blood, and bone, running water, running home. I am body, blood, and bone. I go back home when I'm lost or found. I lay my body on the ground by the river. I am bound, I am water, wood, and wind. Here I am, here I begin. I am water, wood, and wind. Here I am, here I begin.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
such a lovely song. Damn,
Thank
you're a really good songwriter, Leela.
Oh, why,
It's
thank
really
you.
great to hear.
Back when I used to write some songs.
Well, that's all right. We were here singing the harmony, so someday
Yeah.
when we get to sing Kate's activist song with her,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we get to sing that song with you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're gonna shake the rafters when
I wanna
we
hear it.
actually get in a room together.
I
I can't wait.
know.
Oh my gosh, so beautiful.
So
wow.
you did do it. You did influence what we're going to sing next, which is what we hoped would happen. So we're going to stick on the theme of nature. And sing a song that Pat wrote when we were singing that for the Clearwater Festival last year about a river that had a big influence on her. Thanks
Yeah.
to her friend Pete Seeger. Oh, you know what I forgot to say? When it swings back around to us, are you loving this music as much as I am? I am so happy. This is making my day already. So I want to remind folks who are watching here, if you're joining us on Facebook, and lovely to see folks there asking, when are we all going to get back on the road? Yes, that is such the question. And folks who are watching us here now, and even folks who are watching afterwards on YouTube, really, we appreciate your support. Please do check out our contribution page and make a contribution so we can support these artists and we can support ourselves and keep bringing you music that you can really enjoy singing along to.
Yeah, and and stay tuned. I think we all are wondering, just as you are, when will it feel safe for us to ask people to come together. It's in our case, in most cases, we would have a safe distance from an audience, no matter where we were. But you in the audience in a physical space would not necessarily have that distance, and we take really seriously our responsibility in potentially exposing you all in a time when things are still a bit up in the air with regard to this pandemic. So we're constantly reevaluating when it will be safe to do that, how far we will travel, by what means, and all of that. So stay tuned, stay in touch with us. We'll certainly let you know on these Sunday events, and you can also, of course, go to our website or our Facebook page, emmasrevolution.com, and you can also find Emma's Revolution on Facebook, and we will let you know just how this process is going, and get back, because we definitely crave that opportunity to sing live, and especially to have the opportunity to sing with our friends when they have fantastic songs like these to sing with. It really, I feel that ache when I just want to bounce it off of the walls in a big place with us all sitting in there. So let's look forward to that time. So this is the song. I started out working with Clearwater. It would have been around the end of the 80s. And I was totally enchanted with the project and moved into the Hudson Valley as soon as I could get there. And and this is my view from having worked Winter Crew, one of the first seasons I was there, where we make repairs on the boats and things. And my just sort of observing the change of season and the boat in the center of that, and then sailing off into just what is still an enchanting and powerful force for drawing people by their head and their heart and their conscience down to the Hudson River to help maintain that beautiful resource and understand how deeply connected we all are to the waterways wherever we are, just as Leela said in her song. This is called Clearwater Tune. Water, carry me down, rock me in your arms, sail me on by the river downs, take me with the wind, guided by the moon, sing to me a sweet Clearwater tune. And winter she's safe beneath her shade, where work parties gather and fix her toad ahead. They clean her down, bout to stern it down below. Soon she will be ready with the melting ice and snow. Water, carry me down, rock me in your arms, sail me on by the river towns, take me with the wind, guided by the moon, sing to me a sweet, clear water tune. Swans return as the ice recedes, beckoning the blossoms, awakening the seeds, bending on the sails, we're nearly through. Springtime we push off the docks and sail downstream to you. Water, carry me down, rock me in your arms, sail me on by the river towns, take me with the wind, guided by the moon, sing to me sweet, clear water tune. Through the osprey's eyes, navigating the skies, water flows from mountain to the sea. Though I live miles away, I can always say our Hudson River slope still calls to me. She lives Pete Seeger's dream each time she sails, inspiring folks with songs, enchanting them with tales. Ancient water touches all our lives. Keep our water sacred and we will all survive. Water, carry me down, rock me in your arms, sail me on by the river towns, take me with the wind, guided by the moon, sing to me sweet, clear water, water, carry me down, rock me in your arms, sail me on by the river towns, take me with the wind, guided by the moon, sing to me sweet, clear water tune. Sing to me a sweet, clear water tune. Thank you.
Thank you. So a little bit more water music for you. And now please welcome back Kate Munger and Cindy Smith.
With more water music. I'm thinking about all of you on the East Coast where the water is frozen and causing problems, but beautiful. And since I'm in California, I took a swim yesterday in my favorite Tamales Bay and give great gratitude for the water. And the song I want to sing for you is lyrics by Raymond Carver, who was a novelist and poet of a very gritty life, and he wrote very gritty books until he found love with the poet Tess Gallagher. And the last 10 years of his life were uncharacteristically happy. And so the last poem he wrote is called Late Fragment. And it goes like this. And did you get what you wanted in this life, even so? I did. And what was that? To call myself beloved, to feel myself beloved on the earth. To call myself beloved, to feel myself beloved on the earth, to call myself beloved, to feel myself beloved on the earth, to call myself beloved, to feel myself beloved on the earth. Sing a harmony this time. To call myself beloved, to feel myself beloved on the earth.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Ah,
Come on,
so
give that
beautiful.
to us twice more so we can sing along. It's so
Yeah,
much fun. It's so
yeah.
beautiful.
More,
Would you?
more,
Would you sing
please.
that twice through again? It's so beautiful.
I'd be happy to. To call myself beloved, to feel myself beloved on the earth, to call myself beloved, to feel myself beloved on the earth.
Thank you so
Ah,
much. That's so
sweet.
gorgeous.
So sweet.
Thank you so much, Kate and Cindy.
Wow.
Yes,
We'll
lovely.
bring up Leela.
All right. Well, speaking of beloved, I'm going to sing a song that I wrote when I first found out that I was pregnant with my daughter, Arizona, who is now 7. And this song came to mind today because I am currently expecting another baby, and Arizona is very, well, we're all very excited, but Arizona is especially excited. She has dreamed of being a big sister for years, and I hope that it lives up to all of her dreams. But so we're gonna figure this big guitar and this big belly out here. So this is called Arizona's Lullaby, although when I wrote it, we hadn't named her yet, so it was just called Lullaby. And it sort of goes back to my whole young life. I was fascinated with the idea of having a baby and what that would feel like, and I sort of imagined what that might feel like. And so I actually wrote multiple lullabies when I was much younger, well before I actually had a child of my own. So this song references some of those lullabies that I wrote. I have sung lullabies since I was barely old enough to stand up and sing at all. And now I'll sing my baby, my baby, my baby, for you. The other night in the sky, a sliver of light reminded me I sang at 16. Rock-a-bye, baby, in the cradle of the moon. And now I'll sing a lullaby for you, my baby, my baby, my baby, for you. Since I was 21, a song I've sung to my unnamed one. These years have passed, I've met you at last, my child of the stars. And now I'll sing a lullaby for you, my baby, my baby, my baby, for you. And I will hold you so close to my skin, and I will keep you safe and warm without, within, and I will sing a lullaby for you, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, for you.
Oh my goodness.
You're breaking my heart.
I have to not think about it too much.
In a good way. Oh my God. So beautiful. Ah.
Thank you, Leela. Okay, I'm like, oh, we gotta learn that one. That's beautiful.
No, we gotta sing that one with you.
We gotta sing them all.
Oh.
This is just like such a day full of beauty. So we're gonna also send you some love in this love song next. And I want to remind folks, we're so glad you're joining us here. If you're with us on Facebook, if you're watching after on YouTube, thrilled to have you at this concert with Leela Grace, Kate Munger, and Cindy Smith. And we do invite you to contribute. All of your contributions today will be shared among these fabulous artists, and there's a link in your comments there on Facebook. There's a link here in the chat. Thanks to our fabulous tech team, who we are so grateful to for making everything run so wonderfully here for us and with us. So we've got a song that you can sing with too. It's got a part, and let me make sure I remember where my guitar part is. Nope, not there.
Are you capo 5? Yeah.
Yeah.
In D?
Ah, here it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, yeah.
So you can sing the answer part with me or sing the whole chorus.
Yeah. For those of you who are missing your loved ones, I know through this pandemic there are still folks who are separated from their partners, and from having long distance relationships and being on the road for many years, I know that feeling. So so maybe this will help you hold them a little more closely wherever you are. In the moonlit tide,
You will find me there.
in the crystal sky,
You will find me there.
when the night is long,
You will find me there.
always loving you. Always loving you. Where you go, I'll go there too. Etched in everything I do, I'm always loving you. In the lightning flash,
You will find me there.
when the wind is fierce,
You will find me there.
when the storm blows by,
You will find me there.
always loving you. Always loving you. Where you go, I'll go there too. Etched in everything I do, I'm always loving you. When the morning breaks
You will find me there.
and the clouds recede,
You will find me there.
in the brilliant blue,
You will find me there.
always loving you. Always loving you. Where you go, I'll go there too. Etched in everything I do, I'm always loving you. Always loving you. Where you go, I'll go there too. Etched in everything I do, I'm always loving you. I'm always loving you.
Thank
Oh, that's beautiful.
you.
Thank you.
And we'll bring back up Kate and Cindy.
Yes, this pandemic has been deeply steep learning curve for all of us. And there have been some very hard lessons. And the song that I sing to myself the most is this one called Walking Away. I am learning to the sound of my feet, walking away from things not meant for me. I am learning to love the sound of my feet, walking away from things not meant for me. I am learning to love the sound of my feet, walking away from things not meant for me. And once more for emphasis, I am learning to love the sound of my feet, walking away from things not meant for me.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Such an important message.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all are
Thank
deep.
you. Yeah. Thank you, Kate and Cindy.
Mm-hmm.
It's my turn. Oh, sorry. I think I was unmuting someone else, not myself. So sorry if I accidentally unmuted someone. Hi, my sister Ellie is on the Zoom meeting with her baby Milo, who likes the banjo, I hear. So I thought I would do another one with the banjo. Um, and this is actually not one of my originals. This is written by Stephen Merritt of the Magnetic Fields, which is, I actually learned this from a cover from Rose Cousins and Rose Polenzani, who are songwriters from the East Coast. Well, Rose Cousins is from Nova Scotia, I think. But anyway, this is one of my longtime favorite songs that I really wish I had written, and I finally settled on it. I had like 3 that I had sort of had in the running for this third song. But this one's called The Book of Love, and it's just a great little, slightly irreverent, but really heartfelt song. And I recently, several weeks ago, sang this for a certain Zoom wedding for my sister and her wife. Whoa. All right, this is called Book of Love. Here, I'll put this down so you can, I know y'all want to see more banjo. It's full of charts and facts and figures and instructions for dancing. But I love it when you sing to me, and you can sing me anything. The Book of Love has music in it. In fact, that's where music comes from. Some of it is just transcendental. Some of it is just really dumb. But I love it when you sing to me, and you can sing me anything. The Book of Love is long and boring and written very long ago. It's full of flowers and heart-shaped boxes and things we're all too young to know. But I love it when you give me things, and you ought to give me wedding rings. I love it when
hilarious. And
I know. It's like, how? But I love it so much.
it's
With
so
all
funny
the
that at
zingers
the
in
end,
it.
yeah, you ought to give me wedding rings.
Oh, it's so singable though
It's
too.
so singable.
I know.
We're just slathering harmony all
Yeah.
over there.
Ooh,
Oh
yes.
my.
Yeah,
Lather away.
thank you.
We can't resist.
Thanks, Leela. No, absolutely. I mean, we've been doing it with all these songs, and we think we have a little bit of time to do maybe another pass through, a round through. So we'll
Yeah.
do one more and pass it to Kate, and Leela can finish things up. I will remind you again that if you're watching us on Facebook Live, you're welcome to come join us in the Zoom room. We will do one more round of songs, and then we have a little bit of a hang too. And also feel free to contribute if you can and help support our work and help support the work of these fabulous artists who are just so full of love and harmony. It's fabulous. I love it. So we're going to do a song that I wrote because I love the ocean. And it's a call and response called Rock Me Ocean. And I'm going to use this little like handy dandy machine. I know Kate was talking about like not wanting to have loops. I know. I only know how to do one thing with this looper so far. But maybe I'll have time to learn more. So here we go. Rock me, ocean.
Rock me, ocean.
Warm me, sun.
Warm me, sun.
Swing low, swallow.
Swing low, swallow.
When day is done.
When day is done.
Rock me, ocean.
Rock me, ocean.
Bless me, moon.
Bless me, moon.
Though I leave here,
Though I leave here,
I'll come back soon.
I'll come back soon. Rock me, ocean.
Warm me, sun.
Warm me, sun.
Swing low, swallow.
Swing low, swallow.
When day is done.
When day is done.
Rock me, ocean.
Rock me, ocean.
Bless me, moon.
Bless me, moon.
Though I leave here,
Though I leave
I'll
here,
come back soon.
I'll come back soon.
Though I leave here,
Though I leave
I'll
here,
come back soon.
I'll come back soon.
I love that that one's always going to have that laugh in the middle there where I pitched it a little too high for Pat. Come on up, Cindy and Kate, and give us another song.
Well, the only one that possibly could follow that is Walking Each Other Home.
Oh, we're doing it in A, right?
Yeah. We are all just walking each other home. 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 I'm warning Pat and Sandy right now that we're going to ask for an Emma's Revolution verse after we sing it in English and Spanish because I loved their harmony so much the last time. And I'm going to raise it up a little bit.
Okay.
We are all caminando juntos a nuestro hogar.
We are all
Caminando
just walking
juntos
each other
a nuestro nuestro hogar, caminando juntos a nuestro hogar.
We are all
Caminando
just walking each
juntos a
other
nuestro hogar. And then the second verse, we'll sing it quickly, and then I'm expecting the MS Revolution verse. We are all just doing the best we can. We are all just best we can. We are all just doing the best we can. We are all just doing the best we can. Hit it, Emma.
We are all just doing the best we can. We are all just doing the best we can. We are all just doing the best we can. We are all just doing the best we can.
Thank you for that. So nice to get to sing that with you as much as with as possible. Thank you, Kate and Cindy. Come on up, Leela Grace. Where are you?
I'm here. Hello.
Hello.
There we
Merci,
are.
merci.
Oh, I'm so jealous that you all have people to harmonize with in your local location. I'm debating between an a cappella song and an instrumental. You all just did a cappella songs, so maybe I'll go for the instrumental to close us off. Okay. This is a tune, one of my current favorite tunes. It's one I learned pretty recently from a banjo player. Well, you know, the modern day way you learn from another musician, where I heard him play this in a live stream concert on Facebook, and then I went and found a version of him playing it on YouTube, and then I learned it. So, you know, this one's called The Battle of Cedar Creek, and I grew up on right overlooking a creek called Cedar Creek in Missouri, and but it's about I think it's written by a soldier after a battle in I believe it was the Civil War or the Revolutionary War. I need to look this back up. It's this is I already mentioned what it was called. All right, here we go. I'm gonna just put it down here. Oh, you can't see my head now. Well, that's always the issue when I'm teaching banjo lessons on Zoom. I'm like, you can either see my banjo or my face. So here, a little bit of both. was that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So much fun.
Stay right there, Leela Grace. We're going to bring
Yeah.
Kate and Cindy up. And it's so lovely to have that whole variety, you know, the accompanied song, the a cappella songs, the instrumentals. It's just really, really such a beautiful range of songs and sounds here today. We're thrilled that you both joined us. And you know, it's funny, you were talking all about like Civil War stuff, and then that song was just like so beautiful, and I forgot all about the war, which was good. And but I love that. And you mentioned that you're teaching. We want to give everybody, first of all, we want to thank both of you, all three of you,
yes.
but both acts, you know, for joining us for this concert. And this is what we do every Sunday. You'll either hear a song from us or a song from fabulous guests like you're hearing today, or a concert like
With
today,
everybody.
bringing those guests back for a round robin concert. And links are being put into your chat here in Zoom and onto the comments there in Facebook for links where you can keep up with Kate, where you can keep up with Leela. And when you keep up with Kate, you might just get to keep up with Cindy too. And so let's just hear from you all. Kate and Cindy, what do you have coming up that you want people to know about, or how can they be involved in the work that you do and the singing that you do?
Well, the Threshold Choir is limping along, although singing at bedsides is on hold. I'm really hoping that we can resume, and I await for that clarity because it's not clear yet. I do a lot of little things from my home. I do very small Zoom gatherings that are based on conversation and song, so it's not concert. It's intimate dialogue and singing together, and I'd be happy to send any hear them. They just need to give me a quick email.
I would say that
Really
last
delightful
sentence
to
again,
be
because
here.
we broke up in the middle. You'd be happy to have what if folks wanted to find
If
out?
anybody wants the notation for the songs, I'm happy to send them. Just email me quickly. And I want to thank Cindy for singing with me always, and especially today.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
My honor. Enjoy.
And Leela, what do you have coming up for folks
Well-
to know about?
Well, I'm not traveling or performing a whole lot at all, mainly staying very close to home. But I just last week started 3 new classes. I have a Rose City Folk School here in Portland. I was teaching in-person group classes and individual lessons, and I've been doing a lot of just the individual lessons over Zoom throughout the pandemic. I teach clawhammer banjo from the very beginning to very advanced, and I teach by ear harmony singing, and I lead jam classes on how to communicate with other musicians, and how to play with other instruments and how to lead songs. And the classes that just started last week, I actually was able to record the whole class, so if somebody wanted to join a week late, you still could. One was beginning clawhammer banjo, and one was intro to by ear harmony singing, and then the third was sort of an advanced clawhammer banjo repertoire class. And I actually taught this tune that I just played in that class. So anyway, it's really fun. And tomorrow I'm hoping to start a sort of virtual rehearsals for my Rose City Folk Chorus, in hopes of being able to gather in person after we learn the songs over Zoom, probably when I'm like extremely, extremely pregnant in late March. And so we'll sort of see how that happens. I have to be especially careful right now. My doctor basically said to me, do not get COVID. I have seen bad things. So that was a little scary. So we're trying to be really careful. And so I'll have to be extra special careful there. But I also teach individual lessons over Zoom to anywhere, and hope to get back to recording some of these songs that I've written. Most of them are not recorded, and eventually performing them again, and hopefully with my sister again. We still have some albums that we made back in 2013 3 in 2008 that I'm still pretty proud of, that you can, Leela and Ellie Grace, you can find them out there in the world. So I also want to say thank you so much to Pat and Sandy for hosting this, and it's so helpful for us fellow starving musicians who are struggling in this time, both sort of emotionally with how to stay connected and keep doing what we love and survive financially. So it's so amazing that you all bring other artists in and help support us as well and get the word out about what we're doing. I really appreciate that a great deal.
Thank you. And you're so very welcome. I mean, we get to bring a concert to ourselves, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
we're not without our own like joyful interest in this. But I do appreciate the reminder. And someone was asking here in Zoom for that link. There is a link at the top of your post, folks who are on Facebook or folks who are watching on YouTube. And please do make contributions. Your contributions are shared among all these artists today. We have a couple things coming up in February. Let me see if I can remember the dates, or, you know, our super team who are awesome often post things just as I'm trying to remember dates. But we have two things. One's a fundraiser, an online fundraiser concert for a group called Learning Courage, which is working to increase the knowledge of so as to end sexual harassment and sexual violence in schools. And we're talking about kindergarten through 12th grade. We shouldn't have to deal with that, and yet that is a reality. That's Tuesday, February 8th. Thank you, Moria. We also have Friday coming up, Friday, February 11th. We're doing a fundraiser concert for donors who are donating, who are supporters of Unitarian Universalist Ministry for Earth, which works on environmental issues. And we have a few other things that we'll get noted there. And we'll be back here next Sunday. The guests for February are still being sorted out with our sorting hat, but we will let you know as soon as we know. And what we do here is that we say goodbye to folks on Facebook Live, but we invite you to come up before we say goodbye to you. Come on up to Zoom, because we'll have a little bit of a hang, which always begins with any showering of love or questions or comments that you would like to give to our guests, and then we let our guests head on for the rest of their afternoon. And we have our hang, which we've been hanging with some of these folks for almost 2 years. So big thanks again to our tech team for all that they do with posting and with videos. That's our wonderful, lovely tech team. We love them so much. And thanks again to our guests today, Kate Munger, Cindy Smith, Leela Grace.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Take care, Facebook.